Just having a sip of the old water. Now I always like to start with the singing bowl. Yes, I always like to start with the singing bowl. Ain't it weird how the only people that come in it is not your subscribers? Is it because half of them are fake accounts? I mean, it's the same on the YouTube, so ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. About to be hypocrisy. Or should I have June singing Ginger? Let me see. Right. Beings, NPCs, and skin suits. And next up, there's a lot of desperation in the energy. Real desperation. In fact, peak desperation. Why is that upside down? Yeah, someone was obviously trying to send some type of negative energy when I was putting cards forward. I always put my cards the right way up. So if I see cards the wrong way around, we know what's going on. Don't we? Right, let's see what the ancestors have to say. Okay. So we've got the rightful owners in the upright. So Temperance is in the upright with the Hanged Man and the King of Pentacles. And we all know what the King of Pentacles signifies. This is someone who's in beast mode. He's a thriver of practicality, but still has a very grounded approach, which gains him a lot of trust, clearly. Very reliable, resolves issues, is good at financial managing, and does it effectively. Possibly a corporate position, doesn't have to be, it could be his own position, like his own business. So someone's about to bring in some type of contentment, materially or emotionally or financially. That's predicted. Nice start, actually, if I may say so myself. Nice start, nice start, nice start. Oh, this is funny. See, when these people think, oh, that's it, they're down for the count, they're getting back up, out we pop again. So for the temperance, so some of us are actually busy focused on pouring our cups into projects. It's like your creativity's been heightened because you're balanced and you're very much connected to the unconscious. So for some of you, there could be some type of reconciliation, possibly with someone who you may have broke up from. That could be work, personal, relationship wise, business wise. I think is the thing where you're going to come to some type of compromise in order for this growth in some way, shape, or form. For some of you, you have individuals out here clearly that was trying to, how can I say, block you from this, stop you from this, steal it for themselves. Listen, they cannot steal what you've worked for. They may have been able to do that shit in the past, but it's 2025. The minute you not just awoke to who you are, embrace it and stand in it wholeheartedly, there's shit they can do. So for the hanged man, you're seeing things from different viewpoints. You have high hopes of the unconscious. Some of you are waiting for your ships to come in, which is good. They're coming. These people can't block nothing. Regardless if they try to do hoodoo, black magic, whatever the case may be, projections, negative uh, energy manipulations, and it's going back to them. You've got the world card on the bottom, so that kind of tells me one of two things: it's your time, or the time is now. However, which way you want to perceive it. So some of you may have been, obviously, we know a lot of us have been in the spiritual battle. That's never going to end. But it's the end of certain experiences and the beginnings and the birth of new ones. Because clearly you've completed whatever task that was set before you. Which again, some individuals was trying to stop you, block you, just outright take you out in order to stop you from any type of progress. And you can't do that. Sorry. You can't mess with what's divinely written. Period. I don't care what demonic creature you want to team up with. And the thing is, your biggest suppressors is actually your own family members. Period. They know it, we know it. Hence why they're having the experiences that they are. So we have a King of Wands in the upright and the King of Swords in the reverse. So some of these are narcissists, evil, demonic, spiteful, vindictive, jealous, hateful. Someone who's been opposing you probably. This is probably the ones that's been going out slandering, lying. Ego-driven, greedy, gluttonous. They like to put people in dangerous situations. They like to oppose other people's plans because they feel they have a right to, but they don't. Regardless, like I said, regardless with the fact that they have to team up with others to do so. So that just tells you they are weak. They have zero power. Hence why they have to go and join these little secret societies to feel powerful. They got to group up in gangs to feel powerful. That is the classic sign of an insecure, weak individual. Zero backbone. This is why these people hide in the shadows. Because they resonate with the shadows. They thrive in the shadows. That's the path they chose. Regardless of what they try to portray on the outside, which I can guarantee is not their energy. This is why for some of you, these type of individuals like to have a multitude of lovers, male and female. Let's be clear. Ain't no sugarcoating shit at this point. Yeah. And I say again, top of the list is males in your own family. Although the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords in reverse could be a female, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting some very hateful, bitter men that actually don't like females. They just pretend to keep their false image going. They don't like when they're unmasked, you see. They don't like when people see them for who they truly are. In fact, they don't like being exposed. Period. This is why they're on a witch hunt, attacking those that spoke the truth of who they are. And clearly it must be the truth because other people can see it. And this is why they tried to keep some of you people hidden so that you couldn't see the truth. Some of you, that's your gift. Your gift is your voice. Because of the frequency it emits. Do you understand? It shifts the atmosphere. It shifts energy. And for some of you, this is what they've been trying to impersonate. But then going and using dark, forbidden magic to make it seem as though they are who they say they are, when clearly they're not. So the King of Wands in the upright. This could be a potential partner of some sort, free spirit, a good communicator, very passionate, good with ideas. He's a well-traveled entrepreneur. He may be fiery and ego-driven, but it's in a balanced way, mature way. He's more of a protector with a great determination to succeed. So some of you may have a secret admirer or secret admirers. Because I'm getting this more than one. Although you do have some individuals from the past that, quite frankly, are not worthy. Because these are the same individuals that engaged in this barrage of criminal activities against certain individuals. Let's just say that. I mean, this is what they do. This is what the devil does. They do the devil's work. How about that? They do the devil's work. What else is there? What else does the collective need to know? Ooh. The devil's come to collect by the looks of things. So for some of you, this tells me that somebody tried to put you up for sacrifice again, or all roads lead back to your own family that hired other individuals, hired actors, in fact, you may as well say, hired agents to do their dirty work. So yeah, they're at a stalemate because everything they've done up until this far hasn't worked, which is quite sad. It is quite sad. I know this goes on. I'm not the only one pulling this type of shit. I'm not the only one pulling this energy. at all. And they all did this for a new beginning, money, and a new relationship. But the thing is, they never earned it. So make that make sense. This is what they do. They like to go around and pick on others in the family to steal from them. For some of you, they have been stealing from you. This is what they do. And they use these secret societies who hold high positions in certain organizations to help them accomplish this, unbeknownst to you. But for some of you, you know exactly what's going on. That's what they don't like, because you're speaking up about exactly what they're doing. They don't like that. They want the world to perceive you as crazy, but yet everything you say makes sense. They never wanted you to accomplish any type of happiness or achievements. For some of you, you have all reason to celebrate. Whether that be some of you have come into some type of windfall, or you've achieved accolades. So that in itself, you've done more than your entire bloodline has done. How about that? So basically, that's like saying the generational curse breakers are the ones being attacked, are the ones under being sabotaged, are the ones they're trying to scapegoat, but yet though we are the ones that speak more sense than these pathological thieving liars could ever do. That's a fact. And now the devil's come to collect. So that tells me they've tried to sacrifice you multiple times. Not just you in person, but I'm saying they've sacrificed a lot of things in your life for their gain. But let's be clear, whatever they stole, whatever they sacrificed, it's been given back to you. Period. Because it was unjustified. They had no authority and they had no right. Because they lied relentlessly. And all the lies are spilling out for the world to see. So yeah, happiness is there. For some of you, you may have come into contact with your kingdom spouse. You may have met him already, or that's to come. Some of you are already with them, making plans, keeping it private. I suggest you continue to do that. For others, that's what is to come. So if you're wondering, just be patient, because it's here. It's here. But clearly, divine timing means you're going to be, because they try so many different types of sabotage. You know, when you say like the right time, the right place, or right place, right time, however which way you want to articulate it. But yeah, it's destined. This is something that they couldn't change. So because they can't change it, they're going to do anything in their power to try and throw you off. Do you understand? Or make you think that it's not what it is. But you know better, because it's not everything you know that you speak, right? Good, Colette. Come on. Yeah, see that? The Hermit. The Hermit card is on the bottom. So that also signifies you learned some harsh lessons. I get it. We've all had to learn harsh lessons, but considering your status, you've had to learn more harsher lessons purely because of your purpose. We all have a purpose, whether that's to be karmic or of light. Do you understand? But some people chose to stay in darkness, and for whatever reason, that's their business. Do you know what I mean? It's not for you to try and rack your brains around it, because you had an inner knowledge. You're individual. You have a higher perspective, and you know when to separate yourself from what you're not in alignment with, and that's what they don't like. They also don't like the fact of you see them for who they are, so there's no chance of them ever getting anywhere near you. That pisses them off to no end. Let's be clear. Really pisses them off. But they banked on it. In fact, they also told their whole little group. So everybody's like sat watching the show. sure that's never gonna happen. Never gonna go the way that they think it is. But of course, the Most High is gonna allow them to think that. The devil already knew. He didn't care. He just wanted their souls, and they gave it away gladly and willingly. So it's on them. They deserve everything they get. No sympathy. And nobody cares. Literally, nobody cares. Okay. So their plan was to Ten of Swords a star. To stop a star from having a new beginning. Or to stop a star from being seen. That failed, regardless. She really know that these kind of energies, they thrive on the internet. They do. They thrive on the internet. It's like there's like a group of them that go around specifically targeting certain individuals. Do you understand? They don't just do it to everybody, but they try and do it in like a covert way, just to make you react, so that then they can then continue their narrative. Yet though they are the perpetrators, they've always been the perpetrators, and now all they can do is sit and watch and continue to make stupid comments, or comments to try and trigger you from fake accounts. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. So yeah, that was their plan, to Ten of Swords a star. Because they wanted the new beginning, because they feel that they're more worthy. But guess what? They never did the work. So clearly that shows you, collective, that everything up until this point, these people are complete braggers. Do you understand? They've never earned anything off their own back. They've always stolen it from others, and then put other people in certain predicaments or certain situations for their own demise. They all strategically work together to accomplish this. This is what they do. This is what they've always done. And it starts with your own bitter, jealous, hateful family members. That's a fact. So you may as well say everything in your life was orchestrated. Nothing was by chance. They arranged it all. They made sure you ended up with partners where you would get no growth, partners that would abuse you, partners that would put you down. And then when the relationship falls apart, that same partner would then move on to the next one and then slander your name like you was the problem, when really the problem's always been them. The difference is the magic that worked on those do not work on the chosen. Period. Once you're awake, it's a wrap. That's what they wasn't banking on. And that's also what the devil didn't tell them. Why should he? They think the devil's their friend. Huh? The devil don't give a shit about nobody but himself. So now the devil's giving you, or God's giving you back the same Ten of Swords that you've done to others. Not just the collective, you've done that to other family members. You've made sure that any family member or any people in the community that had any care for the chosen ones, you attacked them. So all these family members that left you in their will, left you in their life insurance policy, these same demonic family members made sure they stole it from you. Yeah. So guess what? Now it's backfired onto them. They also didn't care about your children. For some of you, they even tried to attack your children also. They want to take the destiny of your child. What kind of diabolical bullshit is that? But that's what these people do. That's what they like to do. That's what they've been doing. For some of you, they're actually spiritual rapists. Let's be clear. Some of you have uncles, stepfathers, cousins that are PDFs. You know, you get that cousin that always try to on with your friends, even though he's like twice your age. So think back. You know exactly who it is. And then what they did was they slandered you to the rest of their family to get them all to turn against you. But they're seeing through that now because now the karma's hitting their ass. Considering if you're innocent, why is karma on your neck? But yet they call the chosen ones demonic. They say we're doing black magic. If we're doing black magic, karmics, why are we not dripping in riches? Huh? Why have we not got a top of the range car outside or designer goods like you people? Funny that, isn't it? But you're the same ones out in the community being all flashy and showing off. But you ain't got shit to show for it now, have you? So yeah, some of you have met your new counterpart. So let things grow organically, I would suggest. Some of you may be thinking it's too good to be true. That's what they want you to believe. Because they want you to reject your kingdom spouse. Do you understand? But don't fall for it. Because that's all they can do now is watch from the shadows. You may as well call them the shadow people. Nine of Cups on the bottom. See, this is your wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. For some of you prayed for this. You've waited patiently. You've done the work. This is why these people are out here trying to screenshot everything you do, record everything you do, to try and mimic it, or to think they can figure you out. I got news for you. You will never figure out the chosen ones. You don't have the brain capacity because you're so driven by ego and lust and gluttony. So continue to surround yourself with low vibrational energies. But yet they're portraying like, see, look at that, the tower. Yeah. Everybody's world's being torn to shreds. That's what that tells me. The Queen of Swords is in the upright. So yeah, the decision, whoever this is, to whoever you are, the decision's been made. You've made the decision, you're standing on it. You don't give a damn about these people. They can try and pull on your heartstrings till the sun comes down. Do you understand? You're sitting in the consequences of your own actions that you took willingly. So there's none of this, oh, I didn't know, or it's not like that. Some of you trying to downplay your involvement. You cannot downplay the karma you're receiving. How about that? You can downplay your involvement all you like. The fact of the matter is, you got involved. You abused and harmed somebody innocent for material gain. Do you understand? And to have an endless supply of Jezebels and down low masculines. So yeah, God's ripping that shit to shreds. So for some of you, you've made it very clear you're not interested in any of these people. You're not interested in reconciling with anybody. And it's like, why didn't these people not get the message? So clearly these people have no respect because they should respect your wishes. But yet they expect people to respect and believe their lies. Do you understand? You can believe all the lies you like. But guess what? Karma doesn't lie. Do you understand? Oh, I'm alright. I'm fine. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Whilst we continue to sell on to Karma Water, Six of Swords. Six of Swords came out with the star. So that just tells me whatever you was planning, whatever you have planned. Listen, the minute you have the thought in your mind, you failed. Because God already said, until you do right by the collective, anything you even think about is going to fail. It will always fail. Touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. Period. For some of you, these people have been exposed as fakes. For some of you, they try to join these secret societies, pretend to be you. How pathetic is that? So clearly, this was helped by people you was actually engaged with in some way, shape, or form, from where they was able to siphon whatever scraps of energy from however many years ago and portray themselves that they was you. But yet, though, they don't have the gifts. Clearly, yeah, Hierophant. Hierophant's in the upright. So that tells me that the Most High stepped in, your divine angel stepped in, your ancestor stepped in. So whether these people are in these little covens and secret societies, you've been dismantled. You want people to feel sorry for you because everything in your life is being destroyed on a daily basis. There's no sympathy or pity. You're getting exactly what you deserve. Yeah. Because some of you, you're standing in your high priestess energy. For some of you, people can see it on you. This is why these people try to block and get your platform shadow banned. Anything to stop the world from seeing who you are. Why? Because they've been out here impersonating you the whole time. And now time's up, it's a wrap. For some of you, even have friends that you grew up with that was involved. They only got involved out of sheer jealousy, which is quite sad. But they too have to suffer the consequences of their actions. So be mindful of people trying to come to you with their little sob stories. It's like they're all trying to think of ways to get you to reach out or let them back in. You advise not to. Don't get involved in their karma. They're trying to get you to do that purely so that they can drag you into their karma so that you can experience what they was experienced. But you didn't deserve it. You didn't do none of the things that these people did. Do you understand? Everything they're going through, collective, is self-inflicted. Everything they're going through is self-inflicted. They never wanted for you to reach any level of success, but you already have because you did your success in silence. Well, what these people was doing, they was earning their success from what they was stealing from other people. Yeah, their cups are empty. Their cups are empty. They ain't got a pot to piss and a ring to fill it, or a window to throw it out of. Sorry. So yeah, they're feeling disappointed and let down. How can they feel betrayed, Colette? That's really, really funny. How can they feel betrayed when they know what they was getting into? I find that quite insulting, actually. Trying to act like, oh, I didn't know. You did know. You know full well, but you let your own greed and your ego, your demonic, narcissistic ego take over. Because some of these people was very abusive to you. Very abusive. They don't want that out because the image that they portrayed in the community is not who they are at all. And for some of you, you've been trying to speak your truth. Ain't it funny how when you speak your truth, people like to label you crazy? And I said the world's gone backwards quite a few years ago. Because people are out here trying to make lies the truth and the truth a lie. That doesn't make any sense. But yet, though, these people can't keep their lies straight. They've told about 1,000 different versions of the said lie. But the collective have told the same truth over and over and over and over again. Do you understand? This is why we're guided to speak up. Because our voice is a frequency.
a truthful frequency that these people could not embody, because there's nothing truthful in these people at all. They are the most vilest, evilest bunch of demonic, disease-ridden skin suits I've ever had the displeasure of encountering. So yeah, that's my authority. I can speak on these individuals. Because unlike them, I can shame the devil. They can't. Because they work for the devil. There's a difference. They work for the devil. And it's so funny because when you think about it, collective, when you watch, when you think about all the patterns that you may not have been aware of, because you were too busy focusing on yourself, which is good. But now you're in a resting place. You can go back and remember all the different experiences when these people was targeting you. But the minute you didn't succumb or bend to their bullshit, ooh, that's when it became unhinged. The minute you spoke your truth, because you got to remember, a lot of us are going through the same experiences. Why is that then? Because you are the generational curse breaker. They're blaming you for you being chosen. You need to go to the creator who created us. But if you remember correctly, your soul chose your path. You worked out that contract with the Most High before you came down to this planet. Period. And for some of them, they never learned the lessons, so they've got to relive these lessons. So if we relearned the lessons, what make these people think they have the authority or the right to try and drag us back into their karmic cesspool because they don't want to learn the lessons? That's their choice. Do you understand? So stand in your high priestess energy, male or female, doesn't really matter. Because like I said, it's gender neutral. But fornicating with both sexes isn't. That's just nasty. Yeah, for some of you, whatever magic that they try to send to you to have you in like a sense of anxiety or despair or feeling oppressed, that's the energy they're sitting in. Because the Nine of Swords is in reverse, and that's what the Nine of Swords verifies. Do you understand? So whatever chains they thought they could bound you with, you broke free. They just didn't realize. Probably because they were too busy celebrating what they stole. They was too busy running around with their lies. They was too busy fornicating in their demonic sex rituals. We just call it group sex rituals, where they're all sharing the same bodily fluids. So whoever they slept with before this group came together for their little mass meeting or mass orgy, so to speak, that's how they harvest and siphon from other people. And this is why they have entity attachments that the chosen ones don't have, might I add. And that's what's burning them, because they're weak-willed. They're weak-minded and they're weak-willed. But they want to be out parading like there's somebody. Parading like there's somebody of honor, someone with power, when they got their power through demonic means. Do you understand? And it comes on a timeline too. Do you understand? Okay. They got to keep finding new victims. So we have the Six of Cups. There's no happiness from them. So some of them, that's what I'm saying. They already made whatever plans, or they had whatever plans that they wanted to do before the job was done. This is how ego-driven and narcissistic these individuals was. Do you understand? So they cash checks that are asked. No, they put checks in that are asked could not cash. So now you owe a lot of people a lot of money, don't you? So yeah, the Six of Cups is in reverse. So that tells me whoever wanted to rekindle some type of old love affair or love flame with someone that's not aligned with them, might I add, so they've been using magic to gain things from other people or gain relationships. That's always going to fall apart because it was built on faulty grounds, period. And then we got the Three of Wands in the upright. That's us, collective. So whatever test we was up against, we completed it. All in one piece. This is why we have it so hard. It is what it is. And it's like you separate the real from the weak. Okay, these weak vessels, they make earthly goods and earthly things their god. So they're easily controlled and easily manipulated. True divinity don't roll like that. How about that? True divinity does not roll like that. Come on, spirit, give it to me. Yeah, this is all about Ace of Cups that I'm not getting. Okay, this is us. They didn't bank on our determination or our strength. They just believed because they had more individuals that they was gonna win. And it was wrong. Because look, we're still going. So yeah, it's all about an Ace of Cups, which is in the upright, so it's us, which they never gained. And that's why they're really pissed. Because they've already gone around and told people like, yeah, that we're gonna have this, 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 and this. They probably even borrowed money, took out loans, this, that, and the third, and now they can't pay nothing back. Because we're still breathing. We're still on our path. Ain't nothing changed. Like they say in it. New levels, new devils. Yeah. So we're in our new beginning, basically. We are in our new beginning. So all they can do is sit and watch from the shadows and keep wishing darkness. It's really funny because like for every dark thought or evil thought towards us, it's an instant backfire in their existence. They're gonna be begging the devil to come for them. For some of you, death is in the air. I told you only two ways this is gonna end. The jail or the cemetery. And it won't be us, collective. It won't be us. So yeah, let them continue. Don't even entertain it. And this is also how you know as well, because you can do a little test where things that you may comment on social media, they're the first ones jumping in the comment section to try and come at you. It's like that's the best they can do. But yet, though, they can't stand on who they are. Why is that? Why would anybody respect that? I mean, the only people that would respect that, like I said, is people from their own groups or other people on the same vibration as them. Bitterness. And it's so funny how some of these people are doing the same things they was doing like 15, 20 years ago. Where's the growth collective? What have they got to show for the last 10 years? Even the last 5 years, do you understand? But collectively, we can show what we've been doing. We've been growing and evolving. Some of you have been educating yourself. Some of you have taken up different hobbies. But it's all for self-growth. Whilst these people are still doing the same lame ass gossiping about other people, making up lies about people's life to make their own sad, pathetic existence feel better. I think that's hilarious. Hmm. So they thought you was weak. They thought you would be a pushover. They didn't realize the strength card has the lion on it. You have the heart of a lion, regardless of how they. This is why I say never judge a book by its cover. I do see for some of you who have shared parts of your story, and just based on how you look, people didn't necessarily believe you. It's only really those that have experienced it themselves that fully understand. And that's because these individuals, aka your own Comic House family members, have already been out there slandering your name. For some of you, it's been your whole life. But yeah, they tried to set many traps for you. And the same traps they set for you, they're falling in themselves. Some of you may be traveling with the chariot card. You're making progress. You're going to be successful. The fact that your determination was as strong as it was speaks volumes for your character. I just heard someone say, why wouldn't this bitch just give up? Never. That's what they're really hating for. You won't give up. Oh shit. Told you the death card is there. For some of you that could be an actual death because I'm being honest, some of these people are they're only sick because they've been doing all kinds of different magic that's gone back to them. None of it stuck to you. 10 of Cups is there. So this is like your happy ever after. You have love. Excuse me. You have love. Love is in the air. People love you anyway. They may not express it, and that's purely because some people can actually see what's being done to you. And I get that some of these individuals are scared that if they show you any kind of support and love that these people witness, then they too will be under attack. So you have to just take that as it resonates. I can't really pass any judgment on that. Do you understand? You'll know at the end of it how the creator sees that kind of action. Period. And yet, though, they're feeling bad, collective, and I tell you why. Because these are individuals, yeah, that at some point in time, you bent over backwards to defend these people. For some of you, you've defended these people multiple times. I'll even go as far to say is you even allowed things to be sacrificed in your own existence to defend and support these same said people that never reciprocated it. And that's fine. Do you understand? Release them, let them go back their way. So yeah, you got the Death card out here. And the Queen of Wands. Ooh. Yeah, you're passionate, you're nurturing. People can see your drive, they can see your determination. I think they're impressed with your willpower and your resilience as well. Because for some of you, don't get it twisted, some of these people have found out exactly what's been going on. They know, they may not know the full extent, but they know the majority of what these people is doing to you. And how long you've had to endure this treatment. It's obvious. Seven of Swords. Yeah, they never expected you to not only defend your ground, but they never expected you to respond in the way you have to the way they've been disrespectful and for the pain and suffering that they've caused, which they're gonna get back. Period. Point blank. There's no evading it. So stand on 10, collective. That's what I say. Stand on 10. Nine of Wands. Yeah, you shouldn't actually. In these people's minds, you shouldn't be here. They're like, oh, she should be dead already. Says who? Says a bunch of weirdos that like to dress up and go out into the woods and have mass orgies and dance around campfires and pay for all kinds of different type of dirty magic. Okay, keep telling yourself that. So yeah, I find that quite hilarious actually, collected, to be quite honest with you. Very hilarious. Let me see what Celtic has to say. What's Celtic got to say? Once again, this the tower and strength card is on the bottom again. Yeah, so they're overall tennis horses come out again. So that's what they're overall aiming is the tennis horse. This is what they do, the tennis horse people. And we're talking, there's a lot of people involved. Government officials, police, solicitors, corrupt judges. They even done spy work on the judicial system to make sure you didn't get justice. For some of you, for incidents that happened to you, where you was harmed. Yeah. They don't want you talking about that, do they? For some of you, you was put in a car accident. You was actually meant to go through the windscreen, in all honesty. Because with a faulty seatbelt, car should not have been on the road, quite frankly. But yet, the one person was harmed and the other person came out with a scratch. How is that? And then they left you in the vehicle to burn alive. They don't want you to mention that, do they? I believe that because this is how you know, because why would the police put a totally different day? Why would they lie about when it happened? So clearly you're involved. Because it wasn't insured and neither did they have a license. Do you understand? So it was illegally on the road. And because of these little coven affiliation, the police gave them a pass. So why should the victim that was injured suffer the consequence of someone else's actions? May that make sense? But this is what these people do. This is what they have done. And they need to pay for their indiscretions, period. Give me something from the Celtic next bit. Thank you. It's too late to have regrets now. There's a Queen of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, you've had to be very resourceful with what little funds, because these people have been stealing from you. For some of you, that you're owed money, like you have family members that died and left you in a life insurance that these people stole. Again, put you in a fake marriage to steal. For some of you, your own half sibling is involved in this also. Multiple, because they're jealous. Maybe more of it was left to you than them. And because that they didn't want you to have anything. But they all played a part. So now they must all pay the price. So yeah, you are a King, Queen of Cups. Your energy speaks for itself, collective. And that they can change that. Other people see it too. But you're gonna have people that generally care, that want to support you. But you are also gonna get people that just want to be around you for what they can get from you. So just be mindful in it. There's a lot of that. For the ones that rejected these bogus love offers, which is from the same people from the past that betrayed you, the same people that tried to take you out, the same people that put you up for a sacrifice. They was used by your own karmic family members to do this, and they took the bait. So regardless if they was lied to or not, collective, the fact of the matter is they didn't care. All they cared about was money. So now they must pay the price. Period. Not one's in the reverse. Hmm. Yeah, some of them has become well, whoever is involved, whatever you gained off of these criminal acts, you're losing everything. You're losing everything. So if you built businesses off of stolen money and stolen inheritances and stolen life insurance, and you committed a life insurance fraud, you're going to jail. Anything you've obtained through criminal means, and I'm talking through the justice system, the police, like the police stations, filing false reports, getting people illegally investigated, you're going to jail. And the collective will still have their happy ever after, regardless. Ain't nothing gonna change there. So yeah, they can be as ignorant as they like. We don't care. They deserve everything they're getting. Yeah, they're being there. Yeah, somebody just got news about delays. So whatever they had, they thought they was getting, or they thought they was gaining, because they think that because they're hidden and do things in secrecy. Like I'm talking like where they probably hacked and cloned your devices, so they watch everything you do. This shit needs to stop. Illegally surveillancing you, illegally monitoring you, illegally recording you. All this is criminal. And what I don't get is why are these people still allowed to do this for so long and get away with it? So clearly the government's involved and the police station. They're all part of it. This is how these the rich stay rich and the poor stay broken. They don't give people what rightfully belongs to them. They steal it from them. Do you understand? Illegally, criminally, all because these jealous ass family members. Disgusting. Well, now you're asking, can we put you so? There will always be a positive outcome for your best interest collective. Rest assured. Whether they like it or not. For some of you, they're holding on to shit that belongs to you. They need to give that shit up. Okay, it's not theirs. And they never had no rights. Yep, see it there? They're trying to use the moon cycles to hide shit. They're trying to use the moon cycles to do more magic on others, to get them not to look, or to get them to be blinded to the crime that these people have committed. So they're trying to use the moon cycles to hide their crimes and bury their secrets. But yet the collective is pulling it out in the cards anyway. They don't like the fact of we're sharing knowledge with the world. That's what that's what you're supposed to do. The reason why they don't want people to share knowledge like that with the world is because people would then wake up to who these people truly are. It will confirm it outrightly. Do you understand? But these people like to portray to be like holier than that. And I will say so many people are in the churches because they're still hiding some type of deceit. They don't want their criminal acts and their hidden agenda and their unfair dealings exposed. But it's going to be exposed. It's already been exposed. It is what it is. You did it all willingly. You was willing participants out of your own ego and jealousy. And now you must pay the price. So you can continue to live in denial all you like. Karma don't miss a beat. See they're fighting. They're trying to fight over the collective's outcome. You don't have any grounds. You have no power over that one. I'm sorry. It is what it is. This is why for some of you collective, you're going to be targeted even more because you put these people out your energy. You cut these people off. You call back everything that belongs to you, energy-wise. So in one way, shape, or form, doesn't matter how long it takes, it will be returned to you. And there's nothing these people can do. So you're going to see a lot of people falling. maybe even going to jail. Possibly even just disappearing, going into hiding, never showing their face. Death card's out again. So that's a death card out here twice. So that's a confirmation to me. What else about this energy spirit? Yeah, they're heartbroken that wasn't able to successfully steal somebody's 10 of Pentacles. So basically, they've been trying to steal the fortune of others. This is either information they kept from you, they didn't want you to know about, and you found out. So they thought, well, if they don't know, we must just keep it for ourselves. And that's exactly what they did do. That's what they do. All over money. But mainly it's just greed. They didn't want you to have anything. Because it's like no matter what they do to you, you always bounce back. So it's literally like you're indestructible. But now they're receiving back everything that they did to you, and they can't handle it. They can't hack it. They're gonna have to get used to it though. They're gonna have to get used to it. So yeah, they're heartbroken about this because they know they cannot avoid you having this eventual positive outcome. Because that's what you deserve. You should have had this a long time ago. Had it not been for these interfering, jealous, bitter, hating ass evildoers. Because that's what they are. They're evil. And they got the audacity to try and label the chosen ones evil. But yet, we're not the ones driving up in flashy cars. We're not the ones taking multiple holidays. We're not the ones out there flashing money that you stole from unaliving other people. Putting people in their early grave. And then reaping the benefits of it through life insurance. Yeah, High Priestess come out again. People know who you are. 10 of Cups. King of Wands is out again. So this is just confirming again with the 7 of Pentacles. Purely because of how you chose to move, that's what gave you this victory. Because you know how they had you labeled, innit? For some of you, they did a whole on slumber of bullshit. Whether that be jumping at fake text messages, trying to come with like fake AI videos, even going as far as making fake accounts of you to deceive people. It's criminal. So if anybody sees any other accounts with my picture, it's not me. Do you understand? It's not me. They've done it before. They've done it to me on my Facebook and conned my friends out of money. And it's the same people doing it. That's the problem. It's the same people doing it. Who else would know certain information about you other than your own karmic family and ex-lovers? Be real. Even friends too. For some of you, got an evil ass friend. A Leo. That like to impersonate you too. She stole your clothes. Think back. While you were somewhere else, this girl was walking around in your clothes pretending to be you. She's still a hater. She's still a hater. Always have been, always will be. Look at that Ace of Wands. Anything you wish for is yours. These people have no say and no power. That's what they don't like. They're reaping what they sown. And they want to talk about compromise. Compromise where? The only compromise I see is your karma, rightfully so. You deserve every inch of it. And all these people in position of power, I'm talking judges, court clerks, solicitors, even the people that deals with people's life insurance and wills, you should be in jail too. These doctors that wrote these fake reports, demons summoned incompetent, you should be in jail too. Period. But all you can do is stalk us. Continue. We don't care. So yeah, if anybody sees any of these fake accounts with my image on it, it's not me. For some of you, you got these people trying to make out like you're contacting them. That's a lie. It's all fake. This is what they do. And the worst thing is, you even got siblings that are bitter. Some of you have siblings that have always interfered with your relationships, always want to sleep with your partners. Whether they try to break the relationship or interfere and sleep with that, but they use the magic. You know who these people are. Okay, these are the same individuals that's been out there lying on your name. But yet, though, I have to say it, some of your siblings are wrong uns. Let's just say that. And that's a karmic half sister. A year younger than you. She's the absolute wrong un. She knows it and we know it. She even had was having like dirty thoughts towards your child. Do you understand? For some of you, they even had an encounter with another sibling's half brother. Yeah, she did. In fact, she got caught. And then because she got caught, she tried to lie about it. I make out like it was some sort of assault, which that was a barefaced lie. She was the one that initiated it, so she's always been a Jezebel. Always been a Jezebel. But can never keep anybody, so that's why she got to do spell work to keep people. Funny that. It's like everything they touch turns to dust. It's like every time they have an encounter, unless they do magic, the person feels repulsed and disgusted. Because they was glamorizing them with magic. And once that shit wears off, not good. Once that wears off, not good. So yeah, these people are trying to do the most. Trying to do the most with no host. I know you're saying, no, if you can't beat him, join him. We'll never join you. Never. People literally don't exist. As vile as you are, you don't exist. And then they try to put out, so do you know how they're trying to manipulate people? They put out fake concern. Oh, I'm just worried about them. This, that, and the third. Lies. Lies. You just don't like the fact that we're speaking our truth. But yet it was right for you to go around behind people's back and spread lies. May that make sense? You know who you are, and you know that we know who you are. That's why you're on our lives, or you're on every post, just to see if you're going to get some type of acknowledgement. Just your reaction alone explains everything. Yeah, some of you have been told you, Queen of Cups come out again. 801, that's your progress. So you've made great progress. Some of you, you're going to be handed, or you have already been tasked with some more responsibilities, or bigger responsibilities, so to speak. So to me, that's a good thing, then, isn't it? Because these people try to make out like you wasn't equipped, but they're the ones that's not equipped because they mimic certain things, and it's only when they're questioned and are asked to perform or show an example they can't do that. Yeah, they wasn't expecting you to make any type of progress or any headway. But you've been doing it in silence. Why do you need to broadcast it? What, so they can go behind your back and sabotage it again? That's what they've been doing. Anything you shared or any hopes and dreams, this is what he was doing. He was destroying it behind your back. Oh, what you plan on doing? Oh, what are you up to nowadays? Exactly. So yeah, these people's in devil energy. They still are in devil energy. They're in devil energy receiving karma. How does it feel knowing you fucked up? How does it feel that you could get down the star seat? Seven of Pentacles results prosperity. For some of you, you're about to walk into or be given some type of opportunity that's going to lead you to prosperity. But you've earned it. You've done the work. So no more of this trying to block people's platform, keep them hidden, be it to impersonate everything they do, copy everything they do, and expect to get the same results, but you don't. Because people that know the collective, they're going to know that you're just copying somebody else, trying to talk like them, act like them, display your characteristics like them, when you're nothing but a skin suit. Some of you's going to be traveling more, taking a voyage or a trip somewhere. I hope it's somewhere nice with loads of sun. On a beach somewhere. Or maybe even some type of retreat. Yeah. Your integrity is what brought you this justice. Six of Pentacles. Because you shared your gifts. You shared your knowledge. Do you understand? Because they thrive off of people staying down in like depressive states or low mood or like in a sense of like hopelessness. This is what these people thrive off of. Tower's here again. So anything they built on fake foundations with stolen wealth is crumbling. They will never rest. They will never get any rest. So whatever entity that they conjured up has full control of their vessels. Yeah, your possibilities are endless. So you have love, because lovers came out twice now in both the decks. In the Lunar deck and the Celtic deck. So yeah. For some of you, you're gonna have past people that wronged you, believing that they have a right to your life. No, they don't. You shut that door and it's staying shut. It's like you cannot forget the shit they did. You'll never forget the shit they did. Regardless if you've healed and moved forward, these people need to get over themselves. Now they want to play victim. How can you play victim when you've been the perpetrator? You've been the perpetrator, the bully, the attacker, the liar, the thief, the sadist. Yeah, you've been all of those things. You embody that. That's your natural energy. Yeah, your choices are endless. Seven of Cups. The world. Possibilities are endless. It's like the world, the energy, the world, the earth supports you, the ancestors supports you. And there's no rush. You're taking your time. There's no rush. But you're moving accordingly because you know what these people's up to. You know what their game is. This is why they keep trying to send different people in towards you to like ask you certain questions so that they know what to attack next and destroy next. Because this is what they do. Because of their own self-hatred, because they couldn't do it. Or they never had the courage to stand up and do it. They want to murk around in the shadows, in the sewage. Because that's really where they belong. They thrive in it. Yet they want to present themselves of good standing. Huh? Why? Because they've got a couple of Jezebels around them or a couple of witches around them, all saying the same bullshit story. Don't make me laugh. But you got to do magic to obtain things, yeah? Okay. Yeah, you know how to cut your losses, but now they're in the Five of Pentacles. So whatever they wanted for you is now their existence. They can never obtain anything again. It's like anything they have obtained is dropping through their fingers. So they can continue to drum up fake paperwork, trying to make fake reports. Because once everybody starts to get backfires, that's when all hell's gonna break loose. And it's coming. Then you see the tower's been out there what, twice? Actually 3 times when it came out in this day as well. So that's 3 times the tower's come out. Everything's imploding on these people. And there's nothing they can do to stop it. Yeah, the Two of Cups is through on the Justice card, integrity. Your integrity collective brings unity. Or because of your integrity, you're seen as unity. Look at that, the Ace of Swords. This is the truth. Or you can either class it as the truth or the Most High is stamping this. Is putting his stamp on it. His stamp of approval. You completed whatever it is you needed to complete. So I think you're just resting to decide what you're on to the next. The moon's on the bottom of the deck again. So you're very aware of these people with their illusions. Because this is what they thrive off of, innit? Is sending out illusions. So we're dealing with like witches and warlocks. But they present themselves as the good guy. Never that. And after these warlocks are in the closet too. So they don't really like females. They're really into men, but they just don't want to admit it. So they got these witches to keep the little secret. As long as we portray that we're a beautiful, loving couple to society, I don't care who you sleep with behind my back. But you got STDs out of it, so make that make sense. If you say so. Decisions. Yeah, they made the wrong decision. You made the right decisions, collective. They made the wrong ones. They were trying to push you to make or go into certain decisions blindly by all these attacks, not realizing that in chaos you just stand still. You can still move in chaos. This is something that they've not learned to do. This is a gift that you have. Do you understand? You can thrive through chaos. because you know how to focus and channel yourself. They don't. Why? Because they thrive in chaos. Do you understand? So yeah, you've gone for a rebirth. So you're in Empress energy. So it's literally like you're a radar at this point, or like a big beacon of light. And you can tell this just from the way how people respond to you. Yeah, these people are going through grief. And literally, just all the shit that they did has come back to them. That's what that is. It's like when people don't like the fact that you're not like them, they like to portray it as, oh, she thinks she's better than, or she thinks she's holier than me. But yet, though, we're not the ones out there saying that. That's you people. So think about it. Those words have never left the collector's mouth. But the ones out there actually doing the evil shit, they're the first ones to be saying, oh, but I'm not like this. I'm not like that. I would never do this. No, full well, that's exactly what they're doing. They will always tell you what they're doing by giving you the opposite answer. Does that make any sense? You'll know, because sometimes when these people are talking, yeah, it's literally like alarm bells start going off, or this doesn't sit right in your soul. You're gonna feel it. Just feel it and know what it is, and just don't let these people, just don't say that, and let them continue to believe their BS, because they're only fooling themselves, but they believe they're fooling you. So then, the minute they believe they're fooling you, watch and see how they start to like get all hyped up. Do you understand? It's like they start to be very elaborate. It's like they act over the top type thing. Watch and see. Watch and see. Yeah, Knight of Wands, you're a force of nature. But some of you, they just didn't realize the willpower that you had within you. Yeah, the magician, you manifested this. But for some of you, these people try to do magic to manifest bad outcomes for you, and that's gone back to them. So it's literally like everything they sent out has been blocked. So this is why they keep jumping on your shit. They keep jumping on your platform to see if all the dirty workers has paid off, or if anything's changed, and it hasn't. That's what's funny. It hasn't. So clearly, their plans have failed. It was always gonna fail. The only way they have strength here is by fooling other people and getting people to jump on the bandwagon. But once again, this is why you can't listen to what people say. You can't just believe people's lies. Because the minute you do that, you can't complain about the karma that gets dished out to you. Do you understand? Purely because you chose to listen to lies for whatever reason that you have that's within you that you don't want to face. So you thrive by being around people that think and feel the same way as you, with no growth. Which is ludicrous to me, but it is what it is. And we still don't care. And it's funny how the same people that was the perpetrators now want to play victim. That is nuts to me. You can't play victim now. Nope. So you like to watch from the shadows. Some of you have exes lurking on fake pages with their third party. So the third party that they was lying to, the Jezebel that they married, she's stalking you too. But she's the original pick me, not you. And she picked the right one, didn't she? She picked the right one. So they both thought it was getting one over. They all thought it was getting one over. Come to realize, they was getting exactly what they asked for. Do you understand? Just worse on a worse scale. To me, that's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. You've got friends out here, old friends out here, stupid exes and baby fathers, and you just start on the thread thinking they got one up on you. How? The only thing you got was a gift you can't, the gift that keeps giving, the gift that you can't get rid of. So, one up that one. That's what I say. One up that one. And then so the song, tell your lies, tell your sweet little lies. Keep telling your lies, tell them lies. No, no, you can't disguise. Hilarious. All right, here goes. What else is going on? Oh, so someone's out here, or they was expecting you to kiss ass. For some of you, they were trying to do magic on you because they was out there trying to portray like you're obsessed with them. Why would you be obsessed with trash? That's what I want to know. Why would we be obsessed with thieving rapist? Make that make sense. Why would you be obsessed with someone that lives off of your pocket? Why would you be obsessed with someone that steals from others for a living? Why would you be obsessed with someone that tried to steal your light and portray it like it's them? That is vile on every level. Wolf in sheep's clothing. These are people that love to be in love triangles. Someone's jealous. Of course, I said that already. Kissing ass in the reverse, that tells me someone wanted you to kiss their ass. Never gonna happen. Some of you have an obsessive lover, could be an ex. I don't think it's a recent one because if you remember correctly, they moved on to the new supply. They moved on to something better. So why are you so worried about us for? Oh, I forgot in it. Because you're impersonating us. You're stealing from us. You tried to make the Jezebel the collective. So that explains for some of you had your clothes stolen that this Jezebel's been wearing like she's you. Funny that. Stole underwear, even sanitary protection, like what you use for your sanitary thing, to do spell work on you. To do rituals on you. That's been exposed too. So the little coven that they work with, this is what they told them to do in order to so-called destiny swap or do some type of blood magic. You can't bully people through pets. Yeah, grudge holder, stalker. I told you, spiritual hater. They hate your spiritual rank collective. Whilst you've been up ranked, they've been D ranked. For some of you, didn't even had any rank. They was faking it. I would fake it till you make it. They never made it. But they're still out there faking it. Some of you that were living rent free in their heads. Oh well. They thought they could control people by or control you by threatening you. Trying to make you feel unsafe. Trying to make you scared of them. How can I be scared of a coward? I'll never be scared of a coward. Ever. And I don't suggest you do that either, collective. These people can't do shit. But lie. That's what they do best, is lie. And falsify the truth. Yeah, they're a happiness hater. In their ego. Yeah, and we're sat here unfazed, collective. Too busy winning, we're sat unfazed. We don't care, we didn't flinch. You can't shake us. Yes, I love it. That's a fact. That is a fact. Yeah, they're just a drama starter. That's what they do. They just start drama by telling lies. Stirs the pot, always in the middle, love chaos. And these are the ones that will say, I don't like drama, but they're the ones always starting it. They're the ones always in the middle of it. All of them are always in the middle of some bullshit. Because that's how they siphon energy from people. Do you realize that? Once you don't engage with their drama, they are weak. You'll watch them wither away and crumble. They're gonna go back to their natural form. In fact, they're gonna be put back to exactly where they was in the beginning. With nothing. Out here begging for pounds. What else? Yeah, I told you they're fishing through your comment section. Some of you, they're even trying to comment on shit you've commented on. Trying to come at you. That's how pathetic and weak these people are. From fake accounts, man. Trying to fake smile or fake hi. Like we can't see you fools. Oh, they're not crying over us, collective. They're crying over the fact that they've been exposed for the monsters they truly are. And they've done this to children also. That's another one of the little dirty secrets they don't want out. Yeah, they took a dirty offer. They took a dirty offer that they're now trying to run from. They can't run from that. Sorry. This is why some people may want to try and be friendly now or try and be nice to you. Don't fall for it. Exactly. What did I say? Karmic friends. Full of shit. So as people that friends that you probably outgrew and it was vexed because you outgrew them, you don't care. It is what it is. Continue to outgrow them. Why? Because they wanna be on social media flossing material items that they pay for with the money that they was paid to slander you and stalk you. Make that make sense. And they think that makes them feel big. Wow. Yep, talking shit. Always gossiping behind people's backs. See, they're spreading lies. But they're trying to smile in your face from fake accounts. Please take a seat. Blech. That's what I think of these people. Vomit. Told you. They're in legal issues, facing court matters, paperwork and delays, dealing with authority. They're trying to do spork on that too, to evade any type of repercussions for their actions. But they're guilty. They think they're cop blocking. Psh. The only person they're cop blocking is their self with them STDs. Because when you willingly and you knowingly go around infecting other people, that's a crime. Yeah, which they now have a bad reputation for. Exactly, same thing I said. Fake flexing, acts rich, flossing money, act fancy, shows off. For some of you know exactly who these people are. They're flossing money they don't even have. They're flossing money that they stole from other people. These people don't earn nothing. They don't do no work. These are what you call the most lazy bunch of narcissists the collective have ever had the displeasure of having to encounter. For some of you, they travel to do a lot of these shit, or they travel to go and link up with other individuals and spread their diseases around. And look at that. Uninterested and unbothered. How that came out together, guys. How that came out together, yeah. They don't like the fact they were unbothered. We don't care. Yeah, we don't care the fact that they're bankrupt neither. They see that we're having glow up. Yeah, there's a copycat out here. The copycat's being exposed. You've got people out there that are trying to bully their way into collective energy. You need to take a seat because you will get yourself hurt. I promise you that.
Nobody cares. For some reason, they're trying to stalk you to try and set you up or track your every move so they can try and pop up on you. I wouldn't advise you to, because no one's interested. I don't know how many times a collector can say, "Go to hell." I don't know how many times a collector can say, "We don't give a damn about you," and we never will. So for the fact that you continue to pester, harass, stalk, irritate, provoke, and really think that's gonna fly, really think you're gonna live a happy life, I don't think so. You're already living a futile existence with the Jezebels you linked up with. They're probably blackmailing you about your downhill escapades. You're gonna be exposed too. That's what they're holding over your head. So if anybody remembers an incident where somebody woke up and with their rear end bleeding and asked you, "What have you done to me?" Yeah, that was the start. How about that? Yep, and yep. But this is what these people do. It's all fun and games, isn't it, until the foot's on the other shoe. And these are people that like to portray other people as crazy. You know, these people are the perfect example of crazy because look at what they're doing. There's no amount of magic that can remove what you've done. There's no amount of magic that can evade you from karma. None. And it's coming in quick. Absolutely. And it couldn't happen to a better set of individuals, a better deserving set of low vibrational demonic individuals, demonic dusty individuals with no class. They don't even have control over their own vessel. Is whatever entity they conjured up that has control over their vessel. I don't know who said. I can't remember the guy's name, but there's someone that I just heard that. There's someone that says that it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. So we pause it from the Ink and Intuition Tarot deck. We'll pop it from this piece here and take up on both the piles. Oh, look at that Chariot. Oh shit. The Chariot and the Ten of Coins. So collective, our determination is leading us to the Ten of Coins, which these people try to block us from. Look, and the Ace of Cups is on the bottom. Ooh! Ace of Cups, Magician, Ace of Coins. Damn. That's good. I like that. The Tower again. This is just confirmation after confirmation. You know that, don't you? The Tower comes out again. Oh shit. Temperance. That fell out, so I don't really wanna. Look at that. Judgment and Justice. Looky here, looky here, looky here. I'm the Magician. So, collective, for some of you actually manifested judgment. You did. You manifested judgment. So there's a 3 coins, 1 cup, 4 major arcanas. The chariot, temperance, judgment, and justice. Now that's a lot. And I like the way our justice and judgment came out. Yeah, balance is being restored for justice, definitely. The chariot. We know people trying to compete with you for your spot, but they don't compete where they don't compare. This is why they got to slander. That's what I'm saying. Anyone that has to slander someone else's name to compete with them, that says a lot about the individual lying. Do you understand? If you have to slander another individual and fabricate shit, that tells me you're the true snake. Do you understand? You're the true vile individual. You're the true demonic narcissist. For some of you, you're a dark warlock. You got dark warlock and dark witches out here, masquerading like they're of light. Ain't nothing but that. Yeah, and we use my own temperance energy because we have self-control, something that you people never mastered, but portrayed that you did. Like you was very good at pretending like you did. So judgment. This is our rebirth. Well, this is our vindication. This is the collective's vindication, basically. Do you understand? And that's what it. Excuse me. That's what it meant like. So with the chariot being in the upright, we're on our journey. We're embracing our journey. Actually, we're enjoying it. Do you understand? I think we've got all the. Obviously, life is about learning. Do you understand? But what we've learned so far, we've implemented them in our forward movement. So the Knave of Coins, they couldn't break our concentration. We know how to reflect on things. We circulate information productively. So people kind of, they get it. So Ten of Coins, this is what's going to lead you to your wealth and security, your prosperity. So you're leading your bloodline into generational wealth is what I'm getting. Yeah, Four of Coins, that's your inheritance, your gifts. You've been granted some type of benefit. I don't know what shape or form that's going to come in, but whatever shape or form it does come in, keep it to yourself. So the Ace of Cups, that's you pouring out all your creativity. You planted seeds. It could be an actual birth, it could be the birth of something new. Something that's going to lead you into your wealth, basically. And there's these people that can't stop. And this also means that new relationships, the way you shine abundantly is attracting a lot of suitors as well as a lot of haters. But it is what it is, collective. They're going to hate either way. Do you understand? So I suggest you just continue to be you unapologetically and just keep shining. Yeah, you eliminated it. You're using Queen's energy, whatever it was. You defended yourself with honor. You didn't stoop to the individual level. That's what they wanted you to do. They were trying to get you to do that in order for you to be sitting in karma with them. And that backfired like a bitch. So yeah. That didn't end well for them. It's not gonna end well. They're suffering immensely. So if they choose to continue to live in denial, or as I once heard it from, what was that guy that came out? Can't remember his name. That Redskin guy with the dreads. He said cognitive disrotation. Yeah, that springs to mind. So be it.
But yeah, and some of you are there are many offers out there to you, but I think for the most part you are just focusing on yourself, and that's fine. Do you know what I mean? No one can force you to do anything you don't want to do. Period. You stand on your words and you stand on principle. Whereas these people stand on ego, and look where it got them. So for those out there thinking that they can backtrack, don't bother. You're just wasting your time. The only person that's going to look stupid is yourselves. I mean, you already do. No matter how much you try to sit in denial, it's evident. It's evident. So yeah, so those of you that have been under these attacks, call back your power from these individuals. Cut them off. Do you understand? Don't even look back. And the fact that they know we don't care, I think that pisses them off all the more. But to me, it's karma. Do you understand? And it's been a long time coming. This is something that some of your bloodlines have been battling for a long time. Some of you passed the battle, some of you failed. For whatever reasons, I really don't care. It's what it is. I can only speak for myself at the fact of I will always authentically be myself, regardless. The fact that you want to attack an individual for living their truth just confirms that you're living a life of lies. Do you understand? So it is what it is, guys. Everything done in the dark always comes to light. Some of these bloodlines are angry at the fact that you've exposed family secrets. How? But you made innocent people the scapegoat. You've been doing it for too long. Do you understand? And now it's over because you don't want other people to break the cycles because you benefit from it. So that tells me you chose a karmic path willingly because it came with whatever benefits. Was these benefits worth it? I mean, you squandered everything anyway. Everything's decaying and falling apart as we speak. And it's going to continue to do so. So, yeah, enjoy it while it lasts.